Hello, Football Manager, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'll be diving in straight to the Luis Enrique tactical setup and style of play. And before we do that, you have to understand that Luis Enrique is a possession-based manager who focuses on flexible possession football, counter-attacking threats, high intensity, and high energy press, collective expansive style of football. And another thing you have to understand, he makes use of a 4-3-3, a fluid 4-3-3 formation. Why do I say a fluid 4-3-3 formation? Why? Because he has a dynamic midfield and a fluid front three with overlapping fullbacks. Okay, so before we proceed, please subscribe, like, and comment. But basically, just subscribe, because the more you do, you're pushing my video out to the world and you are helping me, and also encouraging me to do what I'm doing actually, and also to improve. If so, basically just help the boy. The boy needs your help. Okay, so that's that. So I'll be diving into the tactical setup. So for the goalkeeper position, and for the purpose of this study, I did this save I did a video on this some while ago, but I will be actually using the results that I got from this tactics back then, because I've actually played the game 2 seasons ahead, and the season I actually made use of these tactics was in the 2036 season. So I will be using the 2036 to 2037 season results to explain to you. Okay, with that on the side, so let's go forward to the tactical setup. For your goalkeeper, you make use of the sweeper keeper on attack duty with player instruction: dribble more, take more risks. For your two central defenders, you make use of a ball-playing defender, but one of it will be on defend duty and the other on stopper duty. And for your fullbacks, you are making use of two wingbacks on attack duty. So both will be on stay wider, tackle harder, and mark tighter. And for the rest of the player instruction, it comes with the position on itself, which is run with the ball wide and get further forward. Okay. So for your defensive, actually, Luis Enrique doesn't have a defensive midfielder. It's central midfielders are playing a dynamic kind of midfield whereby they rotate. So basically, to actually implement that style of play, one of our midfield three will be a deep line playmaker on support duty, and for that you make use of player instruction: tackle harder, mark tighter, shoot less often, which comes with the position on spoon, and take more risks. And for the second midfielder, you make use of the carrilero on support duty to pass it shorter, get further forward, tackle harder, and mark tighter. The carrilero is a kind of midfielder that operates not just in the central midfield, but goes to support at the flank area. So that's that for it. So for the next center midfielder, you use the roaming playmaker on support duty, and the roaming playmaker on support duty with player instruction: run wide with ball, tackle harder, mark tighter. So for your two wingers, you are making use of two inside forwards. Like I said earlier, Luis Enrique makes use of a fluid front three. So this front three will be interchanging position during the game, going from striking position to the flank to the striking opposite flank as well. So for that, your two inside forwards, one will be on attack duty, pass shorter, roam from position, sit narrower, tackle harder. tackle harder. So yeah, I think that's for your inside forward, both of them. So for your striker, initially I made use for your striker, you are making use of a advanced forward on attack duty who has the player instruction as pass it shorter, run from position, tackle harder, mark tighter. So that's it for player roles. And another thing you have to understand, Luis Enrique position team style of play is actually a structured one because and as far as it being so fluid, it's also structured. Why I say it's structured is because it's a, he employs a style of play that tries to maintain possession as much as possible. Okay, so that's that. For your mentality, you make use of the positive mentality, but you can actually push it to an attacking mentality depending on your choice. So, because what I'm trying to do here is just to show you its pattern of play, but you can tweak it if you want. So, for your mentality, positive, or you can use attacking, left to you. But for this lesson, I actually made use of positive. Okay, so we're done with that. Now we'll go to the inside possession. For your inside possession, its team tends to be narrow, but tries to widen the pitch with their front line and wingbacks as well. So for attacking width, make use of fairly narrow. For approach play, you make use of play out of defense and overlap both left and right. Why? Because you need your wingbacks to be overlapping. For passing directness, you make use of much shorter passing. For tempo, you make use of slightly lower. In the final third, you make use of walk into box. And creative freedom, you make use of being more expressive. Okay, that's that. For in transition, when possession has been lost, Luis Enrique team tends to counter press immediately. When possession has been won, they tend to counter as well. By doing that, they disorganize the opposition. And for your goalkeeper, in possession, you make use of distribute quickly and also distribute to fullbacks and center backs. And also in distribution type, you make use of take short kicks. Okay, so that's that. So now we'll move to the out of possession. In out of possession, Luis Enrique teams tends to use an high press and a much higher defensive line. So that is that. For your trigger press, you make use of much more often, and as well select the prevent shots goalkeeper distribution, and defensive line make use of a step up more, and for your pressing trap make use of trap outside. So that's that.